Namaste everyone.
Namaste.
Namaste Kumar. Namaste.
Namaste Kumar.
Namaste Akka.
Namaste Kumar ji.
Namaste Uma. Namaste everyone. So let's start with 3 Oms. Prabhatam, Namo Namaha, depending on where you are. Namaste. So let's invite Kranti to start off with the chanting. Kranti, go ahead, please. Thank you.
Thank you. 1 second. Om. Yogena chittasya padena vacha malam sharirasya cha vaidyakena yopakarottam pravaram munina patanjalim pranjaliranatosmi abahu purushakaram शङ्खचक्रासिधारिणं सहस्रशिरसं श्वेतं प्रणमामि पतञ्जलिं श्रीमते अनन्ताय नागराजाय नमो नमः। अथ विभूतिपादः देशबन्धः चित्तस्य धारणा तत्र प्रत्ययैकता नता ज्ञानं तदेव अर्थमात्रनिर्भासं स्वरूपशून्यमिव समाधिः त्रयमेकत्र संयमः तच्छयात् प्रज्ञालोकः तस्य भूमिषु विनियोगः त्रयमन्तरङ्गं पूर्वेभ्यः तदपि बहिरङ्गं निर्बीजस्य व्युत्थाननिरोधसंस्कारयोः अभिभवप्रादुर्भावौ निरोधक्षणचित्तान्वयो निरोधपरिणामः तस्य प्रशान्तवाहिता संस्कारात् सर्वार्थतैकाग्रतयोः क्षयोदयौ चित्तस्य समाधिपरिणामः ततः पुनः शान्तोदितौ तुल्यप्रत्ययौ चित्तस्य एकाग्रत परिणामः एतेन भूतेन्द्रियेषु धर्म लक्षण अवस्था परिणामाः व्याख्याताः शांत उदित अव्यपदेश्य धर्मानुपाती धर्मी क्रमान्यत्वं परिणामान्यत्वे हेतुः परिणामात्रय संयमात् अतीतानागत ज्ञानम् शब्दार्थ प्रत्ययानाम् इतरेतराध्यासात् संकरः तत्प्रविभाग संयमात् सर्वभूतरुत ज्ञानम् संस्कार साक्षात्करणात् पूर्वजाति ज्ञानम् प्रत्ययस्य परचित्त ज्ञानं न च तत्सालम्बनं तस्या विषयीभूतत्वात् कायरूप संयमात् तद्ग्राह्यशक्तिस्तम्भे चक्षुः प्रकाशा संप्रयोगे अन्तर्धानं सोपक्रमं निरुपक्रमं च कर्म तत्संयमात् अपरान्त ज्ञानम् अरिष्ठेभ्यो वा मैत्र्यादिषु बलानि बलेषु हस्तिबलादीनि प्रवृत्त्या लोकन्यासात् सूक्ष्म व्यवहित विप्रकृष्ट ज्ञानं भुवन ज्ञानं सूर्ये संयमात् चन्द्रे ताराव्यूह ज्ञानं ध्रुवे तत्कति ज्ञानं नाभिचक्रे कायव्यूह ज्ञानं कण्ठकूपे क्षुप्तिपासानिवृत्तिः कूर्मनाड्यां स्थैर्यं मूर्धज्योतिषि सिद्धदर्शनं प्रातिभाद्वा सर्वं हृदये चित्तसंवित् सत्त्वपुरुषयोः अत्यन्ता संकीर्णयोः प्रत्यया विशेषो भोगः परार्थत्वात् स्वार्थ संयमात् पुरुषज्ञानं ततः प्रातिभश्रावण वेदन आदर्श आस्वादवार्ता जायन्ते ते समाधवुपसर्गः व्युत्थाने सिद्धयः बन्धकारणशैथिल्यात् प्रचार संवेदना च चित्तस्य परशरीरावेशः उदानजयात् जल पंख कंटकादिषु असंगः उत्क्रांतिश्च समानजयात् ज्वलनम् श्रोत्रकाशयोः संबंध संयमात् दिव्यं श्रोत्रम् Thank you.
Thank you, Kranti. So we start with a question. Question goes to Uma. Tell me, Uma, what are why do we chant the 3 ohms? What does the first ohm stand for?
First ohm is we are not the physical body, but the electrical impulses,
The vibrations.
the vibrations. The second ohm is to transcend beyond our attachments.
Transcend beyond our transcend beyond all our worldly attachments, transcend the
Yeah.
entire universe. Okay.
The third one is merge with the unmanifest divine.
Okay. Very good. So you should not forget this. And every time you say Om, that bhava should be there when you say that Om. Should not be mechanical with the mind wandering somewhere. Just have that bhava.
Okay.
That's very important. This is for everyone, not just for Uma. I asked the question to her, but this is for everyone. So we started this Vibhuti Pada. What is Vibhuti Pada?
Special special abilities.
Special ability. Vishesha Anubhuti. Anubhuti means experiences. So Vishesha experiences. V stands for Vishesha. So special experiences, special feelings, whatever you want to call it. So we started with that Vishesha Anubhuti Pada with 3 definitions. So Patanjali Muni defines dhyana, dharana, and samadhi in the first 3 sutras, right? So in the first sutra, he defines the dharana, where he says desha bandha. Binding the mind to a point, that is called dharana. When you close your eyes and focus on something intently, that is called dharana. Desha bandha. Desha means domain. The domain of the domain does not mean outside domain, it means the inside domain, the mind, focusing it on a particular point, on something where you focus, get your focus to that point. Instead of, there are so many things that is going on, you bring it to a focus. And from there, from that focus, when you're able to bring oneness, that is, when you're able to let go, as feeling as if you're part of this universe, that is dhyana, letting go. And then in the 3rd sutra, he is defining the samadhi, whereas if you don't even have a form, you are completely dissolved. That is the samadhi state. So these are the 3 definitions we saw, and then we said doing all the 3 together is the samyama process. Dharana, dhyana, samadhi, all 3 together is called the samyama process. And then we went on to see why this is called antaranga yoga, and still why it is still not nirbija samadhi. It's still external to nirbija samadhi, because in nirbija samadhi you are always connected, whereas here you have to have a seed, and that seed is the dharana. Correct?
Yes.
So we went through all that, and then we came down to again 3 fresh definitions for dharana, dhyana, and samadhi. where we saw the Nirodha Parinamaha being unaffected by the activations. He is defining as Dharana, and Samadhi Parinamaha. I'm sorry. What was the other one? Samadhi Parinamaha as Dhyana,
Right.
where you're in oneness with that focus. And then the third definition, and the third one is the definition for the real Samadhi, Ekagrita Parinama. So we saw all that, and then we started seeing all the different special abilities. We went on to see how one can get all the special abilities, how we can know about the previous birth, etc. How you can disappear from others' viewing with the cloaking technology. We saw that. And we also saw how you can make sounds unhearable. Whatever sounds you make it unhearable. So all that we said was part of the cloaking technology, and we went on. And then he is referring to Maitri Adishu Bhalani, Maitri and etc. from Sutra 117. He's referring to Sutra 117. By that is leading a life of moderation, we can get strength, and that strength is like the strength of an elephant. Hasti Balani, that's what Baladhini, that's what it said. From there, we went on to discuss, understand how making having a samyama on Surya, you can get the knowledge of the universe, the cosmic knowledge can be obtained, and then focusing on the moon, you can get the knowledge about the movement of the stars. Then by focusing on the pole star, you can get to know the knowledge of the stars, patterns of the stars, or the other way around. Movement of the stars through the pole star and the pattern of the stars through the samyama on moon. And then we also saw how by focusing on the Nabhi chakra, we can understand the different the formation of the body. Then focusing on the Kantakupa, how you can get the special ability of not being affected by thirst or hunger. Then the Kurmanadi, which runs from the Nabhi, behind the Nabhi chakra all the way to the throat. The balancing, sense of balancing can be obtained. And then the most importantly, right after that, the two sutras, 33 and 34, we saw about the Murdhanya point, the one that is right on the forehead. And I don't know, this may have the significance in India also, where women folks put a kumkum right there on the parting place, right? So I have not researched that. Maybe one of you can research where maybe there is some connection to that. To keep the Murdhanya point in good shape, probably they put real kumkum, not artificial kumkum. Because this real kumkumam and real vibhuti and all that, they if it is made in the right way, they kind of contain some very mild radiation, so that might help in activating certain things. That's why it's very popular. It's used, and it's very popular. But it has to be done in the traditional way with all the herbs and things like that. Only then it will have any effect. Anyway, moving along, we saw about the Murdhanya point, and which if it is not in good shape and it is stripped, it will cause autoimmune conditions like cancer, etc. And when this is fully energized and fully in shape, then the connection to Atma chakra is fully established. And whatever you receive through the Sahasrara, from the top, the whatever connection is there to the cosmos, it can go, and the knowledge through the Murdanya point down to the Atma Chakra, that is called the Atma Nadi, all the way from the Sahasrara, all the way here to the Atma Chakra. And the knowledge of this, the Atma Vidya, that's what we call, resides in the Atma Chakra, which alone you can take from birth to birth. Of course, along with Karma Klesha. And that's what we saw in those 33, 34, and also 35, where the Atma Chakra is the seat of all Atma Vidya. And once it is fully, when that Atma Vidya is full, you know everything. Meaning you have the connectivity to know everything. And we saw the most important sutra, 36. I think we finished at 38, if I'm not wrong. Yes. But
Kumar,
we'll go to,
36, explain again.
yeah, that's what I'm going to do. It's a tough sutra. Sattva Purushayoho, Atyanta Asankirnayoho, Pratyaya Avishesho, Bhogaha, Para Artatvat, Swartha Samyamat, Purushanyanam. So, Purushayoho, Sattva Purushayoho. Sattva means smooth, right? Uninterrupted, calm, absolutely calm. Sattva Purushayoho. So, this is where we say Purushayoho. We said this, the unmanifest divine is the subtle seed in everything in this universe. So the unmanifest divine, we are calling the unmanifest divine as the Sattva Purusha. Purusha means male, right? So Sattva Purusha, this is a very calm and quiet and smooth Purusha, who will never get upset, who will never get angry, always in a nice, beautiful state. Sattva Purusha. The divine godmother is called Prakriti. So Prakriti is the one who is in charge of all the creation. So the subtle seed comes from the Sattva Purusha, and the divine mother then gives birth to the creation. Is this clear?
Yes.
So Prakriti. So the Prakriti evolves out of Sattva Purusha, and the first klesha, the root klesha is from there. Okay. All souls which are now going to be launched by the divine godmother will have that klesha. This is what is meant by root klesha. So from there, when I am launched, when my soul was launched for the first time, I had that root klesha. And when I came in my first birth, what did I do? I reacted. When the klesha, because of the klesha, I reacted. In some situations, I reacted because of that avidya, raga, dvesha, asmita, abnivesha. I reacted. When you react, what happens, Meena? What do you get?
Karma.
Karma comes. So that is how the karma started in my life. That is how I gathered karma. And every birth, what happened? Because of the same thing, a reiterative process, because of the klesha, I accumulated more and more karma. And again, I kept on coming back, and again, I accumulated more and more karma. I have a big bag of karma. And this life, I'm beginning to understand. In the past lives, I did not understand that. In this life, I am understanding and making an effort to dissolve all the karma. Do you understand? Is everyone is clear?
Yes.
Yes.
You should not have any doubt in this. If you have doubt, ask. Please ask. This is
The
how the
klesha that you're talking about, is that the basically a component of our reaction, the ability to make, or I'm trying to nail that. What is that when Prakriti, you said everything is this unmanifest divine, so a part of it, and then
klesha is those 5 components.
oh,
Avidya, Raga, Dvesha, Asmita, and Abnivesha. That is what is klesha.
okay, got it.
So the divine godmother, when she launches, because she has that, she gives it to us.
Mm,
Okay. It has to come from somewhere, right?
right.
Why does the divine godmother have it, the klesha? She should be above all that, right?
No, if she for the creation to happen, there has to be some kind of a desire. Anything that is creative has to come from a desire. So that's where the klesha starts.
It's more like
No.
a planting a seed, right? And
Yes.
with
Yes.
that seed, the reaction multiplied.
Yes. So because of the way we react to different situations, we acquire karma, and the cycle goes on. This is what is called the original sin. In Christianity, they'll say, right? Original sin. The original sin comes from Prakriti.
This klesha is given by the Sattva Purusha, is it?
Yes, it is launched with that. He doesn't have it. He only gives.
Okay.
He is beyond all that. That's how we defined. Remember in chapter 1, we defined Ishvara as one beyond karma klesha.
Beyond karma klesha. So divine mother only has this.
Yes.
Kumarji, you
It
said
comes with that.
How can he give something with which he doesn't have? That is the question, correct?
Yes.
That is why
Correct,
you
Kumar.
that is why you cannot, that is why he is beyond understanding. Unmanifest divine is beyond understanding. You can only experience him. Haven't you listened to this Dr. Dutt saying this many times, Uma?
what, Kumarji?
Dr. Ishwar Dutt in the Bhagavad Gita class, he used to say this many times. Do you remember this?
Which one? That he's beyond everything?
No, he will say that that divine, you cannot understand him, you can only
Yes.
experience him. You cannot touch him, you cannot
Yes.
feel him. He will give
Yeah.
a set of 10 things, right?
Right.
That's what it means. You cannot question, there is no logic. Logic stops with us, or logic stops with the divine godmother. He is beyond all that. So now understand, sometimes your husbands will say that they are beyond everything. They are, right? They are faultless. They know everything. This is what they are meaning actually. This is what they are meaning. That is why you fall at their feet. You ask for their blessing. All that stupid things don't you do? It's because of that. They are filled with karma klesha, and then you fall at their feet and ask for their blessings. Okay.
புகழீங்களா குத்தி காட்டுறீங்களான்னு தெரியல குமார்.
Your choice. What I'm saying is, to the only person you have to bow down is that unmanifest divine, who is beyond all this karma klesha side. That means doesn't mean.
Go ahead, Kumarji. Sorry.
No, you said something unmanifested. Yeah. Say, go ahead.
Unmanifest divine is male. Is what gender? Male or female or both?
don't attach importance to that, but the unmanifest divine is Sattva Purusha. I mean, in Sanatan Dharma, in Christianity they call Father in heaven, right? It is not Jesus Christ. It's
Correct.
Father in heaven. Meena, I'm sure you remember this prayer. Our Father who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name, thy kingdom come, thy will be done. That prayer you remember?
Yes, yes.
That our Father is that unmanifest divine. Uma also studied in a Christian missionary school, in a convent, in a Catholic school. So you must also know this prayer. So I'm sure in Islam they call it as Allah. Jews call it as Yahweh. It's the same unmanifest divine called by different names. But because of our stupidity, each religion will say that unmanifest divine is only Allah. Nobody, nothing else. You cannot call it by any. If you call it by any other name, they will not accept it. Hindus will not accept any other thing. Only if you have to call it as Ishvara or Perumal or whatever. Same thing with Christians. So understand this avidya. That's all I'm saying. There is only one unmanifest divine, and there is only one divine godmother. Anyway, moving forward. Any questions on this? Is this clear?
Yes.
Touching husband feet is not because he's divine Prabhu. It's sorry. Kumarji,
Because
not
he is.
Basically, the wife is looking the divine in him, basically.
But
If
he won't look at. Will
but
he fall
husband-
at her? My question, Gandhi. Will he fall at her feet?
there are people who did that.
No. Let us talk about humanity in general.
No,
Do you
I
do that
cannot
to your
general-
wife? Do you do that to
Yeah.
your wife?
Yes,
Huh? I didn't hear you.
it's okay. Yeah, just let's keep it. We should not do certain things. The respect should be there. That's what I mean.
Very good argument. Huh?
No, it's true. It's not an argument. It's a statement.
No, that is made by males. Because
No,
we are a
no.
patriarchal society, we will say this is what it is. This is what it is. You will go and fall in the temple at the feet of the goddess. That is a female, but at the house, you will only want your wife to fall at your feet. You won't fall at her feet. So think. I don't want to start an argument here. That's not the intent, but think. How foolish we are. Think.
Kumarji, one last question.
Yeah.
All souls will have root klesha, right? So that root klesha is one klesha or all the five? What is?
Klesha means all five, not one. You get it. You get it as a packet. See, when you marry someone, you look at the external features. You look at his education. You say, oh, he has got a good job. You say he speaks well. You look at about 10 things, right? 10 or 15 things. He is tall. I mean, he has good manners. All these things you look at. But there are 200 things which you have not looked at. That is the packet. Those 200 things you come to know only after marriage. And you hate the other 200. You are still stuck. So klesha is like that. All the five come together. And out of that, avidya is at the top of the pile. Once you get rid of avidya, all the others will fall off because they are all dependent on avidya. The other four, not the asmita part, but the abnivesha, raga, dvesha, they all will fall off. Got it?
Oh, yes, thanks.
And also that klesha in the Divine Mother is not bad. Whereas if klesha is in me is bad.
No, it's the same thing.
No, the reason I said that is when it is it with the Divine Mother, it gives an opportunity to, I should say opportunity, or it gives an experience for the human body to think about divine, in the sense like, if everything is happy, I won't even think about divine. Why do I need God for that? So when it klesha starts, that initiates something in me saying that, okay, what am I living for? That's where the interest starts. That's
It
how I
is-
look at it.
I mean, you can look at it in whatever way you want, but this
Okay.
is how it is.
No,
It
what I
comes
meant
from-
to say is like root klesha is there,
Mhm.
but it doesn't hurt her. That's what I meant to say. See, if I have
I'm
klesha,
reading,
it hurts.
I'm telling you from this notes from here,
Okay, sure.
which is
Okay.
published notes. It says Patanjali notes that it is the asmita of the prakriti that creates the first universal chitta.
I agree. Okay, I agree with that. Yeah.
Yeah. So where do we go? Where were we? Oh, okay. We had all this discussion of Sattva Purusha. Atyanta means not at all, actually. Asankirna yoho. Sankirna means narrow. Asankirna means opposite of that, not narrow. And atyanta means at all. So not at all narrow. What is not at all narrow? Your understanding and your assumption of Sattva Purusha should not be narrow. It should be not narrow at all. Or what Patanjali is saying is the moment you bottle, you put unmanifest divine into a human form, whether Krishna, Rama, or Govinda, doesn't matter. The moment you put it, you have limited it. That is not unmanifest divine. Unmanifest divine is beyond all that. That's what he's saying by that statement. Is this clear?
Yes.
Pratyaya vishesha bhogah para artatvat swartha samyamat purusha jnanam. So here let's see. I wrote some notes for you. So para artatvat. Pratyaya para, let's read like that. Pratyaya para artatvat swartha samyamat purusha jnanam. Pratyaya, what comes to us as thought. So I'm saying here, you are thinking in terms of para-artatvat. Para-artatvat is what is everything else. What is beyond and what is everything else. You are thinking in terms of what is everything else. And swartha means what is me, what is inside me, what is me. So this is actually what she is also saying in this notes. Gandhi was asking last week, if you look at the notes on page 39, you can see the belief of extreme lack of blah 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 by samyama on the truth of the self relative to the truth of others. That's what it means. Pararthatva means what is everything else, and Swartha means what is me. Okay? What is inside me or what is me?
Like non yaru.
So, Swartha Samyamat, when you do a Samyama on this, on what is inside you, Purusha Jnanam, what will you get?
Intuitive knowledge.
Huh?
Intuitive knowledge.
Yeah,
Supreme.
Purusha Jnanam. Purusha means you are talking about the Sattva Purusha.
Supreme.
Sattva Purusha is the source of all knowledge. We saw this in chapter 1. We defined, did we not define Ishvara, the unmanifest divine we defined in chapter 1.
Yes.
We said just by surrendering, we can get this enlightenment or moksha, complete release. That is samadhi. We can get that samadhi just by complete surrender. But unfortunately, just falling at the feet is not surrender. The mind has to surrender. Right? So there we define this. There we define Purusha as the source of all knowledge, the guru of all gurus. In fact, there it is very, very emphatic. There is no guru. The only guru is that unmanifest divine. So that's what we are saying here. So if you put a name and form to God, you have already made God into a narrow concept. That's what the sutra is saying. Sattva Purusha is beyond all narrow concepts of names and forms. So, and God realization can happen only when we understand that He is beyond all names and forms. All names and forms. You can experience God only when you go with this approach of with no assumptions. Only then you can experience God or that unmanifest divine. Only when you go with no assumptions. This is the meaning of pratyaya avishesha bhogaha. Those three words, pratyaya avishesha bhogaha, means seeing God with complete openness, with no assumptions. That's what it means. And then following that, he says the two words on parartvata and swartha, which means that is that which is everything outside, which is beyond me, which is everything else other than me. And then swartha, which is everything within me, everything that is inside me. So he is trying to define that unmanifest divine as all this trying so he's trying it. He's trying to define something which is very difficult to define. And that is the reason for that Tirukural. Patriha patratran patrinaya patri patriha patrivadarku. It's so difficult to define this unmanifest divine. Okay. Any doubts in this? This must be very crystal clear, this sutra. This is applicable to all religions, not just Hindu religion. This is applicable to all religions, excepting that I refer to the unmanifest divine as Ishvara. but for that name. So as long as we stick to unmanifest divine, it is for all religions. Okay, people, shall we move on?
Yes.
Okay.
What did you say for para artatvat?
Para means that outside. That is not inside. That is not inside me. Whatever is outside me is para. Beyond me. Beyond.
Hmm.
You should not think of it as something that you can see. This is something you cannot see. But which is beyond. What is everything else, but not me? Swartha means that which is within me. So what he's saying, basically, God is some who is outside of me and still who is within me. When you say within me, that God is not coming and sitting inside you, please understand that very clearly. What is that? Why are we saying that? What is the meaning, Meena, of saying God is within me? We spoke
It means
about
that
it.
we have
Huh?
to be true to our conscience. All those things we follow, we are divine.
I mean, that is
Dharmic.
but
If you are dharmic,
where is that God sitting inside you? Is there a God sitting inside you?
no.
Huh? But why is he saying that then?
Atma Vidya.
Atma.
Atma.
Atma, where is that? Where is that?
That's part of the unmanifest divine, right? That's the one of the components, the Prakriti and then the unmanifest divine coming together.
So that Atma Chakra is the modem, is the transmitter.
Right.
That gives the connectivity to the divine. That provides the connectivity to the divine. So that is what it is. So once that is nicely enabled and it is functioning well, that means you are fully connected to the divine. Right? That means you are fully connected to the divine, to the unmanifest divine. So that's what we are talking here.
So where is the Atma Chakra?
Atma
Behind
Chakra
the
is
sternum.
behind the
Behind the
sternum bone, right behind that,
Yeah.
right behind the sternum bone. Right behind the sternum. You have not moved much today. We're still right here. Is this clear?
Yes.
Tatah pratibha shravana vedana darsha swad varta jayante. Jayante is from it. What comes out of that? What comes out of what? Tatah means from that. From that means from the previous sutra. By having that divine knowledge,
You
divine connectivity.
Sorry, Kumarji, can you scroll down for the sutra?
Tatah pratibha shravana vedana pratibha shravana vedana darsha swad varta jayante. So pratibha means enlightened. From the earlier sutra, from the connectivity to the divine and understanding of that from that Purusha Jnanam, the Sattva Purusha Jnanam, comes the enlightenment. What comes from that? Enlightened. This pratibha is a prefix for all that comes later. Enlightened shravana, enlightened hearing. Enlightened vedana means sensing or feeling. Enlightened darsha, seeing. enlightened seeing, Swad is tasting, and Varta, enlightened exchange, or many, I think, refer to that as smell. Smell. Varta. So, te samadhi upasarga vyutane siddhayah. So, from that is arises, vyutana means arises, various siddhis you get. And it is like the samadhi upasarga. Upasarga means dissolving and re-emerging, that is death and rebirth. So in the state of samadhi, what is really happening is, it is like an experience of death and rebirth, meaning this these siddhis are coming to you, right? It is like a rebirth. Something new is coming, correct? The siddhis are something new which you have never experienced. So it is something new that is coming in. So when something new is coming in, don't become reactive. That's what is warning here. If you become reactive, you will acquire karma again, because you are already at a very good high state. And the siddhis are coming. And if you are going to react to the siddhis, you are back in square one, because you are going to acquire karma. That is why he is using that word upasarga. Upasarga means death to rebirth. Is this clear? I see some doubts in some
Yes.
places. What's not clear?
How is samadhi here related with the rest?
No, in the state of samadhi, in the state of the samadhi, this is what you are going to get. You are going to get siddhis. And he's saying these siddhis are, be careful with the siddhis. They are like upasarga, because they are born. It is something new that you are going to experience. So when you experience something new, be careful. Don't react. Don't use it in a bad way. It is given to you because it is to be used for the cosmic flow of things, not for making money, not making you powerful, not for making you popular, none of those things. With me?
Yes, yes. Clear.
So we will stop here. It is 6:55. We did not do any new sutras, that is fine. So is this is the difficult sutras, is this clear to everyone?
Yes.
Akka
Yes.
was the one who,
What is Jayante? You said for the
Jayante is something coming out of that. What is coming out of all this is enlightened hearing. That's what he's saying. He's saying from the top, or from earlier, from Purusha Jnanam, these things come out. Jayante is these things coming out. Some things are coming out. What are the things that are coming out? Enlightened hearing, enlightened seeing, enlightened tasting, enlightened smelling, all that. Okay. So I'm not doing any new sutras. I don't want to start a new sutra right now. It's already time. If you have any questions, I will answer. Otherwise, we'll meet on Tuesday. Next Sunday, we have the class. I think most of the people in US have said they will be here. So we do have the class. I mean, accepting some of the old students, so they can skip, that's fine, because they have already seen it. They have gone through all this. No questions?
Hmm.
Akka, is it clear?
Yes.
Sutra 36.
Yes, yes.
Next week, I'm going to start with Sutra 36 and you have to give the meaning for Sutra 36. Okay. I also sent a new assignment for all of you. Please work on that. Many have not completed the old assignments, have not even made an attempt. Please start working on that. Only assignments will bring clarity. Please understand this. That's why I'm insisting on that. If you don't do the assignments, you're not going to get clarity. That is why we do abhyasa exercises at the end of each lesson at school. Same thing here. We have covered a lot of ground in the last 6 months. So that's why the assignments are coming. And we have gone through some of the sutras so many times, back and forth. We have done it many times. Okay, in Tamil we say Karadiya Katran. I mean, yelling or roaring like a bear, that's what they say. Okay. Namaste. We'll see you next week.
Namaste.
Tuesday. We'll see you on Tuesday.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Namaste.
Thank you.
Thank you. Namaste.
Thank you.